Stand by for ludicrous speed.
Okay, my dear Greg Saunders.
Gregory.
Eagle looking right, here go.
Gregory.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders!
Wow! Hey, great!
Look at it.
We interrupt this sound file to bring you a terrifying announcement.
Are you aware that you're leaking coolant at an alarming rate?
Show us the skills that have made you a media darling.
Well, I'm glad we got all that out in the open.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the Stateline Show.
I'm pretty sure if you died at the top of a water slide, the park employees, they're going to probably debate on just how to move your body. I'm Greg. He's Tom. It's your Saturday morning Stateline Show, episode 116.
That was a morbid thought. What the heck?
You're welcome. It's the second day of July of the year 2022, the latest it has ever been.
What would you do? Would you, in the history of the world, mankind, what would you, no, you got me thinking, what would you do? Would you just slide him down and, hey, Bob, we got a dead one coming. Yeah, just be coy about it. Tell everybody he's drunk. Just haul him out.
I don't know.
That's kind of weird.
I know. I'm sorry. It's glad to be back it's really like been a month since we've done a show with a full on studio again. So this is nice to be back in the saddle, doing things the way we normally do. What an interesting month it's been. There's a lot of ground we could cover in the next hour. But before we get too far, let's make sure we have a big number of the week, right?
Big number of the week.
Because that we haven't done in a long time. Our big number of the week this week is a big one. It's 1 billion. Yeah, 1 billion. And this week's answer is hot dogs or housing. Hot dogs or housing.
All right.
Before the end of the show. At last check, let me see here. The score was Tom 2, Joann 5.
Yep.
2-5. And again, there is our big number right there. 1 billion hot dogs or housing. How are you? You doing all right?
I'm doing all right. I am. It's been okay. So my boss, my trivia boss, everybody know that we got a lot of light issues here. Let's turn that one off. Maybe that's a little better. Maybe it needs to go behind it. Anyway, he's got COVID. He had COVID, not anymore. It takes a few days to get rid of. So anyway, it meant for a very, very rough week for me. Okay, hang on one second. I was going to do all this beforehand, but the screen was too small and I couldn't see it. Sorry.
That's a good right there. As long as you're not too close to your screen, you're good.
Yeah. I should be back here. Yeah, way back is much better. Anyway, so he had COVID, so I had to do I had to do 5 days in a row of trivia. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then yesterday I had a break. And I'm pretty tired this morning.
Well, you would be. That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It's not, I mean, it's not a lot of physical work, but man, it's a lot of emotional stuff. Or not emotional, but mental, whatever. It's a lot. It's a lot. Because I gotta come home and I gotta download my the newest quiz or whatever. And it does take some time and it does take some energy. So a lot of mental energy. That's what I was trying to get to. But anyway, it worked out kind of well. Last Sunday was Stranger Things trivia. You ever watched Stranger Things?
We watched the first season. I haven't picked it up after the first season.
I watched the first season, and I'm one of those that likes to know how the story ends. So I went and Googled the season 4, what happened to Will Byers, and it gave me a little synopsis of Will Byers and everything else. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I don't care. It's just too weird for me. It's just too weird, too out there. So
the first season was interesting, but I've heard there's some really morbid stuff going on there. So
it's a little bit weird, a little bit out there for me. So anyway, we did Stranger Things trivia, which gave me this cool idea that I was going to play all 80s music.
Sure.
And specifically 81, 2, 3, 4, and then skip to 6, because season 4 they skip ahead to 86, which was cool because it gave me the opportunity to play Danger Zone, which ties in with the whole Top Gun thing. So that was cool. And so all of my trivias this week, I played 80s tunes.
Okay,
that was kind of cool. So I had a good week.
Fun.
I had a good week.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got so much stuff to catch you guys up on, and Joann's already logging in. So if Joann's ready, I will let her in too and say hello to her. Hello, Joann.
Oh, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you ready to be? Are you screen ready? You look screen ready.
I tried.
Good. Oh man, I gotta.
I was just listening, because I listen before I am in, but I had to quit watching Stranger Things because it got too violent and too gory.
That's what I've heard.
So I think is it 3rd season, 4th season is coming up?
4th season started, I want to say July, maybe today, either yesterday or today.
Because I just quit watching the 3rd season because it was just, and I was I liked Stranger Things. Must have been 1st and 2nd season, and then just quit.
Yeah.
The monsters are too. It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
It's kids have enough things growing up scary, enough things to look out for, enough things to avoid, and shows like that are getting the 14, 15, 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds. And even a 25-year-old mind is still very, maybe so. No, but specifically, anyone even in the 20s, you're still impressionable. And I don't know. This is one of the reasons why I don't play video games. One, it messes with me. It just does. But the other thing is, I don't like them. They're violent. They're just, boy.
I'm not into horror movies anyway.
No, I'm not either.
So I don't think I'll be picking up on the rest of Stranger Things. Although at some point, maybe down the line, maybe I'm like, all right, I'll watch it and just see what all the hubbub was about. But for now, I'm not interested in checking that out. What I am interested in letting you guys know is thanks for hanging with me this last month. It's been a really interesting, bumpy ride, and being gone for the week that I was secretly kind of hoping we might be able to jump in and do a show during my travel day back from Mexico, and our shuttle. We stayed at the Dreams Jade Resort, which is just south of Cancun, for Kenny's big destination wedding with Brittany, and it was amazing. It was everything we'd hoped for and more. It was really just an awesome week down there. And our shuttle to go to the airport was scheduled for 8:10 a.m. on that Saturday morning.
Oh,
I was like, okay, so if we did a little quickie show from like 7:55 to 8:10, but you got luggage to manage and everything else, and like brains and other important places, and I just couldn't. There's just no way. And once we drove away from the resort, the internet connection, the 5G service and stuff was spotty at best. So didn't want to risk that. But we had a really, really great time, and kudos to Kenny's new in-laws and everything that they did to organize the wedding. It was just really, really wonderful. My brother-in-law Brian officiated the ceremony and overlooking the Gulf of Mexico, and it was just really, really beautiful. So
wow.
If you have any desire to go to an all-inclusive resort, I could recommend the Dreams Jade Resort down there in Cancun. It was a really good time. Probably the one downfall of the resorts that are down there is the amount of seaweed that washes up on the beach. A lot of seaweed in that area of the Gulf and on the beach. So it's not like a kind of beach you're going to do a lot of swimming on. You swim in the pool. there's plenty of pools to swim in. But yeah, the beach, it's like, yeah, you go down there and walk around, and it's not like the seaweed hurts or anything like that, but it's annoying. And they clean it up every morning. They're cleaning the beach every morning just to keep the beach clean, so you can play beach volleyball and other things that are going on. The vendors that are offering parasailing. We did parasailing one day. We went snorkeling the morning of the wedding, which was a lot of fun. The second largest barrier reef is in Cancun. The largest one being the one in Australia, the Great Barrier Reef. So there's a barrier reef in Cancun that is full of vibrant life, and enjoyed that. So anyway, very, very good time down there. And then, of course, the travel day back. And then last week, you guys handled the show just fine. Thank you for taking over, Tom, and making that all happen. That was interesting because we did open and close the show from Starlight, but I had to be in that rehearsal last weekend.
Oh, yeah, of course. No
And,
problem.
It went well, but I got to tell you, Joann, because you did see the show Tuesday.
yes.
The show we're doing now is different from the one we did Tuesday.
Oh, really?
So much better. It's there was a lot of things yet to that.
Well, wasn't that part of getting the kinks out? Because it was.
Yes.
Is that considered like dress rehearsal?
That was our official dress rehearsal, and the unpaid audience to be there, part of that, and give us energy. But
it was great, though. I mean, I just, to me, the amount of time you guys spend to entertain us is unbelievable. I mean, you guys are so dedicated to the hours and hours and hours you spend is, I mean, unbelievable.
Well, between the directing team and then the theater team at Starlight Theater, they're putting on 5 shows. I don't know where they're at with the 5th show, because the 5th show is How I Became a Pirate. That's the kids show that's coming up in August. I don't know what they're doing for sets for that, costumes or anything like that, but I do know that
we lost her.
It's a busy morning at PAWS. I know, I get it.
I know, they forget that I'm live.
But the amount of time that the theater, Brandon and his team for Rock Valley College Starlight Theater, building those sets and everything, and then the costume shop. There's so many costumes. I mean, I have 3 costumes myself for the Hello Dolly show, and that's not.
And it was so much fun to be with your family. So
good. Glad you enjoyed it. But I do want all that to say this: if you didn't catch it this week, that's okay. We're doing it again August. And the August shows are August 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. However, today is the only matinee show that's available. Today at 2 is the only matinee afternoon show throughout the run. We are doing one other matinee show, but it's a buyout show for Wesley Willows. So unless you're part of Wesley Willows, you can't go to that show.
Is that for Hello Dolly too?
Yes, that's for Hello Dolly. I think Little Mermaid has a buyout show too, and I think it's a local business that bought out the theater for that one. So you'd have to be a client.
And a side note, how do you stop singing the songs in your head all the time?
That's a very good question. Well, what do they call those, Tom, when you got a song stuck in your head and you can't get rid of it? It's
earworm.
Earworm, yes, the earworm.
Yeah.
So
Hello Dolly earworm.
The only cure for an earworm is another earworm. So
that's right. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. I had to play that song the other day, and I had several people coming up to me glaring at me, "Don't ever play that song again." I played it because one of the questions was a Ron Burgundy question.
Oh, nice.
And you know, that song was in the movie.
Yes, it was.
So
yes, it
anyway.
Was. All right, Ron Burgundy. So thanks to those
classy San Diego.
Starlight Theater, 2 shows today, 2:00 and 8:00. And if you can't come today, we've got one more run in August. So it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun show. I know some people who think Hello Dolly think old fashioned and, you know, old timey, and sometimes people think that might be kind of boring. This show is not boring, is it, Joann?
No. That little girl that was with you.
I mean, sidekick.
Yeah, with her flips and wow.
Yes.
It's just, yeah, it's not boring.
We got acrobatics going on. We've got hyperactive waiters. We have a very,
oh my goodness, yes,
very enthusiastic dancers for the polka contest, and Jennifer Meyer, who plays Dolly, is just a doll. She's so good. It's so much fun. And so she's a wonderful lead in this show. And then Kevin Jensen plays Horst Vandergelder, who is, if you saw Little Shop of Horrors last year, he was Mushnick, the flower shop owner. There's the characters. There's a little bit of crossover there. There's some interesting character likenesses between Mushnick, the cantankerous flower shop owner, and Horace, the cantankerous feed and hay store owner. This one's even way better. So come on out and see us at Starlight Theater, 2 or 8:00 today. And then I want to give a shout out today to Jerry's Pizza. Have you guys been to Jerry's Pizza?
I've been to Jerry's a few times. Real good pizza.
Yes. So Jerry's is down over there by the Rockford Casino on Argus.
Okay.
Yeah. Wonderful staff, wonderful food. They hosted us last night for our after party with the cast. There was about 47 of us or whatever that after the show went over there for a meal and to celebrate and celebrate my birthday. My birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
I saw that. Happy birthday, Greg. So.
And Sarah's jumping in. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for the birthday wish. That's very sweet of you. We had a wonderful time there at Jerry's, and it was just a wonderful birthday day. Got a chance to do a lot of favorite things on my birthday, so it was a good day.
Good.
52 for those who are asking. That's right. 52, which reversed is 25. I'm going to probably act more like 25 than 52 this year.
Oh, dear God. It means I'm 95.
Oh. And if you haven't noticed, I don't normally shave this way, but it's supposed to kind of do that 1890s facial hairstyle.
Yeah.
So after Sunday, you'll be back to normal.
See,
So
that's just
you're
it.
going for the Jude Law look in Sherlock Holmes, right?
Yeah, there you go. I might keep this for the summer. I might keep this and let it keep growing for the summer and see what it looks like for August. Maybe it'll look better for the August run.
No shave summer.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. Well, the jury's out. What else am I doing in July that I would not want facial hair? I don't know.
Well, whenever we have No Shave November, you've got anchors on TV and you got sports guys not shaving and they look scruffy and this and that, but it's for a cause. So I don't think anybody's going to, if you just explain to them, I'm getting ready for a part in a show that I'm doing, and that's a good way to get them to it as well. So
I don't know. This is new for me, so we'll see how it goes. All right. A couple other shout outs here. Let's shout out to another Jennifer who closed on her house yesterday. First time home buyer here in Rockford. Congratulations to Jennifer. Team sold on Tony Keller Williams Realty Signature, plugging right along as the summer comes in, and the inventory's starting to come up, which is a good thing. It's slowly but surely we're getting more houses to see and sell, and we need that. So it's still a great time to sell. Inventory is going to be low for a very long time because there's construction cannot catch up fast enough. It's just there's not enough home builders out there to catch up. Someone recently estimated, because we had talked before about how we're anywhere from 2 to 4 million homes short, because when the recession hit in 2008, building, really, it didn't screech to a halt, but it almost did. So there's so many fewer homes that have been built in the last 12 to 14 years. The estimate was between 2 and 4 million homes short. This last couple of weeks, someone was saying we're really closer to 5 million homes short.
All right. So wouldn't it make sense if you drive through Rockford, and you can do this in any town, any city, and you find a lot of homes that are maybe not quite abandoned, but probably should be, or maybe should be bulldozed, unless we're talking about a condemned home with bad wiring and bad plumbing. Why don't we put more money into fixing them up? You put $20,000 into fixing up the home rather than bulldozing it and then building a new home for $60,000. Why don't we have an all-out offensive on fixing up homes? That puts people to work. It creates living spaces for people.
Yeah.
And then a lot of these old buildings that they're turning into apartments. Goodness, I mean, we got a lot of old buildings that they're tearing down that are structurally sound. I don't know that for sure, but I'm sure they are. They're brick. Why not? Because you did it with the Embassy Suites Hotel, and they're going to do it with the Amrock building down on Main.
Right.
So,
right. There was a list in Rockford. I want to say it was a list of about 1,000 homes that they considered blighted, and they were on this list most likely to be raised, whatever you want to call it, leveled and started over. So I know that there was a effort of that on that, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago when they started that. And where they're at today with that progress, I have no clue. I haven't really heard an update on that, but there was like a list of like 1,000 homes. It was literally like 1,000 something, 1,200 homes in the Rockford area that was targeted to be leveled or done something done with them because they were uninhabitable or just unoccupied. And so where they are with that project, I'm not sure, but you're right. There's definitely properties. There've been some properties out there that need to be flipped and need to be turned into properties. There's just right now, there's just not very many foreclosed homes. What's going on with some of these properties? I don't know if there's owners that are just holding on to them, waiting for even more of a shortage so they can get top dollar for them. But that's part of the strategy as an investor. Sometimes it's just buy and hold and wait for the ideal time. It seems like now would be the ideal time to sell a lot of these properties. Yeah. So get them in the hands of somebody who can turn them into housing, and let's like solve this problem as best we can. Speaking of solving these problems, this was the week to vote. I know primaries are not the most turned out times for voting, but this last Tuesday was primary voting here in Illinois. I was hoping to be able to give some good news today, but unfortunately, our buddy Coolidge did not win the primary in Illinois 14. So what his next move is, I haven't heard exactly yet. But there was a couple of guys from Oswego, and one was, I think, a city or county board member who ended up winning the Republican nomination for the Illinois District 14. So he'll be taking on the Democrat there in the 14th district. I think a lot of the voting here pretty much went as expected, though. There was Darren Bailey was leading in a lot of the polls, and he ended up getting the nomination. So Bailey versus Pritzker in the fall.
Yep.
I don't know what to say. I'm not sure what to say about that. I don't know if there's. I was supporting Rabine, and he came in like third or fourth.
He came in fourth.
Yeah.
It was Bailey, Sullivan, Irvine, Rabine, and then Irvin, not Irvine. Irvin, Rabine, and then the other two. There were six together. Richard Irvin got 15%. Jesse Sullivan got 16%. And Darren Bailey, 37, 38%. Yeah. Now, when you split up six people, 38% is pretty doggone good because he beat his next closest opponent by 20 points, like double digits. So,
well, he did get the Trump endorsement. I think that kind of pushed it over the edge. So
it probably did. But here's what got it for me. Early on, I loved what Richard Irvin was saying. He was saying Black Lives Matter, no, all lives matter. And then he said, defund the police, no, defend the police. He said all the right things. He put a lot of money into it. He had a very good marketing campaign. And then I got some texts. One of them was a Photoshop text of Bailey and Jesse Sullivan wearing Obama and Biden shirts, clearly Photoshopped. So I sent him a text and I said, this photo that you sent me was clearly Photoshopped. If you have to lie to get my vote, then you've lost me. That was it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And I said, stop sending me anything. And I put stop on it. And I didn't get anything after that. Actually, I did. I still kept getting stuff. Yeah. It never works when you say stop or when you say unsubscribe.
No more.
No, they just find another number to use, and it's really tricky when you're getting these local number calls and texts, and it's not really a local number. But I'm sure you guys are getting a lot of the text messages too of promoting certain candidates and different causes and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how that's going to be able to be stopped, but it can be a pain, can it?
Yeah,
it can be a bit of a pain.
Well, and they pick up your whole number too. It's the area code and usually it's the first three numbers of your cell phone. So it's kind of deceiving.
So not every local call is actually a local number. And
no, they do that all the time. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so since we're catching up also, we missed really acknowledging Father's Day, didn't we? So happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there. That was part of the last month that we kind of missed. And this 4th of July weekend, lots of stuff going on in the Rockford area, as there always is. At Starlight Theater, by the way, there is something you can do. They call the Star Spangled Spectacular. It is the Rockford Symphony Orchestra, Sunday night, 8 to 9:30. They do food trucks starting at 6. So there's a lot of food trucks out there before the concert. They do the concert, and they do a fireworks show all there at Starlight Theater celebrating Independence Day.
Wow.
It's a really fun time, really, really great show. And it's not cheap. It is $30 a ticket. Youth 12 and under are $10, and you can hang out on the lawn and sit on the lawn seats for $5. So you don't have to be in the theater, but it's nice to be in the theater with the roof open. And it should be, if the weather's nice, it's a beautiful thing. If the weather's not nice, obviously they won't be doing fireworks, but they'll still do the concert.
That's not horrible because one, it goes to a good cause. Two, it's going to be a good time. But three, if you can't make it Monday night to the fireworks, why not do this? You're going to get fireworks afterwards.
I will tell you this, guys, too. It's not a bad idea to just go and park your car in the parking lot around 9:30 and just watch the fireworks.
And just watch it.
That's okay.
It is the
But the
concert,
concert's
though.
amazing. The Rockford Symphony Orchestra performing a variety of patriotic favorites. They are also doing themes from movies, including Star Trek, Superman, and Apollo 13. The highlight of the concert this year, Aaron Copland's Lincoln Portrait, a work filled with American folk tunes interwoven with narrative passages from some of Abraham Lincoln's greatest speeches. The performance is conducted by Link Smelzer, conductor of the Rockford Symphony Youth Orchestra, and rockfordsymphony.com. You can get tickets there. Rockford Symphony Orchestra handles the tickets for this event. And of course, the Starlight Theater is a beautiful place to be for any event, whether it's Hello Dolly or any of the other shows this summer, or the Star Spangled Spectacular, which is Sunday night. Food trucks at 6, show starts at 8, fireworks after dark. It'll be really, really cool. So I think that takes care of the 4th of July. That takes care of my highlight notes. We haven't mentioned yet that the North End City Market is back open and active over there at the intersection of North Main and Auburn Streets in Rockford. You always hear about the Friday night City Market downtown, but the North End City Market is a Saturday morning thing. Saturdays from 9 to 1. Absolutely free admission. Lots of vendors, fresh veggies and fruits and flowers and honey, local honey and baked goods. It runs all the way through the middle of October, right there at the corner of Auburn and North Main. So if you're looking for some socialization, go meet some of the Rockford folks and neighbors. That's the place to be between 9 and 1 every Saturday, North Main and Auburn Streets. Today is the culmination of the League of Their Own 30th anniversary celebration in Rockford. They did a big deal yesterday. League of Their Own voted one of the top 10 baseball movies of all time. Debuted July 1st of 1992. And so it's 30 years. Megan Cavanaugh, who played Marla What a Hitter Hooch in the movie, she's here all weekend long to help celebrate. They did a bunch of stuff last night, and today they're doing a meet and greet at Byer Park from 10 to 11:30, which, by the way, Byer Park is at 15th Avenue and Seminary Street in Rockford. The meet and greet is absolutely free. Board members from the IWBC, International Women's Baseball Council.
IWBC. Yeah, probably.
They're going to be there. They're going to be set up on the grounds of the future $10 million museum site and talk about their plans, which I knew they were spending a lot of money on this museum at some point, but I didn't know it was $10 million. Woo.
Is the museum going to be down there?
Yeah, right there by Byer Park. It's going to be a whole facility with the old ball field where the Peaches used to play. And I think the museum itself will be right across the street from Byer Field.
They're not going to put bleachers in there, are they?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think they want to make it look like it used to, back.
Yeah, that would include bleachers and the little dugout thing. So
we'll see how far they go. Megan Cavanaugh, the actress, will be joining local celebrity team on Byer Field for a celebrity softball game today. That's from 11:30 to 1:30, right there on Byer Field. Mayor McNamara throwing out the first pitch. The opposing team of the local celebrities include softball talent from Rock Valley College, the Screw City Sluggers, Rockford Park District, the Rockford 60-plus softball teams, and the Midwest Aftershock softball team. Mike Peck from the Ice Hogs will be the play-by-play announcer, and Bob, Mr. Baseball Pressman, will be doing the color analysis. So it should be a fun time down there at Beyer Field from 11:30 to 1:30 today on site. And they will have food and drink vendors as well. A variety.
So what? We couldn't get Tom Hanks? What? Come on.
Yeah, right. Maybe
He's too busy playing in the Elvis movie.
he's too busy doing something else. So yeah, right.
Oh, that's right. He's in the Elvis movie.
Which, by the way, I hear that the Elvis movie is really, really good. I haven't seen it yet, but my wife took my mother-in-law to see it, and they really enjoyed it. So shout out to the new Elvis movie. And then tonight, Coronado Theater, they are doing an advanced screening of Prime Video's A League of Their Own series, a TV series. Prime Video screening planned as the final event of the weekend, celebrating the 30th anniversary of the classic film League of Their Own. Let's see. 6 o'clock, guests invited to a pre-screening street fair in front of Coronado Theater. That ought to be fun. From 6 to 7:30. Ballpark snacks, interactive baseball games, 1940s music and cars, a special green carpet photo opportunity. Instead of red carpet, it's green carpet. I'm not sure why. Maybe something to do with baseball field. Anyway, and then if you have a ticket, you can get into the Coronado Performing Arts Center for the screening at 8 o'clock. The tickets are free. However, you got to get them through Ticketmaster. And I think, let's see if I can do this. If I copy and go into the chat, maybe I can put this in the chat. There we go. Yeah, there you go. I got the link in the comments chat. And you're correct, Daniel. Daniel says, hey, Gina Davis and Madonna were also in that movie. That's right. They were both in A League of Their Own.
And John Lovitz, Rosie O'Donnell. Boy, there were some big names in there.
It's actually a really good movie.
It is. By the way, hey, Dan.
Thanks for watching, Dan. So go to Ticketmaster if there's still tickets left. I got a feeling it'll be a packed house because it's a free show, but you got to have a ticket to get in. So that's all right. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I think that covers pretty much everything except for the 4th of July. The 4th of July is Monday, and there's always stuff going on in Rockford for the 4th of July. It's always a big deal. Downtown Rockford, 4th of July community, or the Rockford 4th of July Civic Committee has so many things planned between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m. on Monday. The Lifescape 4th of July Classic Run Walk steps off at 7 o'clock. The Patriotic Prayer Breakfast this year is at Beatty Park, Beattie Park, Beattie, B-E-A-T-T-I-E.
It's Beatty, yeah.
Beatty Park. So that's at 9. There's free music entertainment at the Joe Marino statue. It's 3:30. Davis Park opens at 4 with live entertainment. The motorcycle parade revs up at 4:40. The Screw City Jeeps parade at 4:50. And then the main patriotic parade starts at 5. Children's entertainment will be taking place at Davis Park. Entertainment, the band Dirty Pop will be on stage at 6 o'clock. They're a lot of fun. And the fireworks spectacular in the sky, 9:30 p.m. And the soundtrack this year will be on 103.1, which also known as B103. So the soundtrack syncs to a 30-minute firework spectacle in the sky. It's always a great show. So there you go. Patriotic Parade steps off this year from 7th Street and 6th and 5th Avenues, north on 7th Street to State Street, and then west across the bridge and disbands at Church Street. So State Street is the place to be for all of the parade for the most part there. All parking garages and all public parking on Monday will be no charge. There may be private parking lots that charge people for parking, But all the public parking garages and public parking lots, no charge on Monday. Obviously, no street parking on state streets at all on the 4th of July. Don't even try.
Right. Now, the only problem with the parking ramps, parking garages, it's free. That's wonderful, but it takes you an hour to get home. I usually park like 3 or 4 blocks away, and it's a straight shot right out of downtown.
Tom's right.
That's the best way to do it.
The pro move is to get about 4 or 5 blocks off the main drag somewhere.
Yep. And you just simply walk down.
We all have our secrets.
That's right.
And we're not telling.
Well, my other idea was to helicopter in, and then just call it when I'm ready to go and helicopter out. But
years and years ago, a late friend of mine who was a pastor in town was a pilot, and he took his family up in his plane on the 4th of July to watch the fireworks from the sky. And he said that's a totally different experience. It is something.
Wow.
It's really something special to be up in the sky that high, knowing you're going to focus on the Rockford big show, but there's so many other fireworks shows from around the area that you can see.
Yeah.
It was really something. I was like, man, I hope I get a chance to do that with you some year. And unfortunately, he passed away in a plane crash.
I hope not I missed it in a plane crash.
Yeah.
Kevin, right?
Yeah, Pastor Kevin.
I remember. Yep.
Great, super great guy. Miss him dearly, but that was.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the problem.
He
should have been not in the plane.
He was flying to the Green Bay area and caught some bad weather, and it's like a snowstorm, and ended up crashing.
Well, I'm sorry, Greg.
That was very, very, very sad. All right, so that pretty much wraps up all of the SMS info.
Craziness.
Yeah, I think let's go here one more time though. Again, the Hello Dolly performance today at 2 and 8, and then if you missed any of the other shows, they start back up again the week after so July 11th. No, the 4th and the 11th, 12th, July 13th. There we go. 13th, Wednesday the 13th. Little Mermaid comes back. And then Wednesday the 20th, Disaster comes back. And then Wednesday the 27th, Dreamgirls comes back. And then Hello Dolly in August on August 3rd. So you get a chance to see all the shows again. And it's really cool. What's really cool is last night, Joann, some folks who came to see the show on Tuesday or Wednesday came back again already because they enjoyed it so much.
Mm.
And as I just mentioned earlier too, there's things about the show. It's live theater, so things change. Not the huge things, but some smaller things. One of the things that changed from when you saw it an opening night, even on Wednesday, these last couple shows, they were using real food in the restaurant scene. So the restaurant scene.
Your daughter, I think it was Allison, I missed it totally, but she started laughing so hard, and I must have missed a really funny part.
Well,
it was something about the beets.
The beets and the big fake turkey leg that they had sitting out was pretty hilarious looking.
I don't know what she was laughing at, because you sound like like my granddaughter. She misses all the humor when adults laugh. She'll say, "Explain it to me," and I was like, "Explain it to me what?" But she was just laughing so hard that I was like, "What happened? I missed it."
Well,
but something to do with the beet scene.
The bowl of beets that comes out for her to serve to Horace. For Dolly to serve to Horace, they brought out this bowl of this pureed stuff. And the script says, "Here, Horace, let me cut your beets for you." So it's not spoon up a bunch of.
And they were puree. I don't know what it was, but I missed it totally. And I'm like, Why does she? I mean, she just. I was like, why are you laughing so hard?
Well, the last couple nights, instead of this pureed stuff, we used actually these Jello molds. So it made more sense to cut. It looked like a beet from the distance. It looked like it was a beet on a plate, and you would cut it and serve it. But
why didn't you just use regular beets?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I was curious about that myself, but
and you could have pre-cut them so that it would have just like looked like you were cutting them,
It's
or cranberry sauce, a tube of cranberry sauce.
Yeah,
that would have been easy.
That's kind of what they're using now with these Jello molds. So
Yeah,
from a distance, you could think, oh, that looks like it's a beet. But anyway, what will it be today? I don't know. I'm not. All I can tell you, that whole scene is hilarious, and it's the big long. They call it the waiter's gallop because the waiters are going back and forth on the stage, and there's all these.
Oh my gosh! They almost make you dizzy.
It gets a little bit. It gets a little bit dizzy. So, all right.
Before you go on, Dan asks, do they still have glider rides in Rockford? What are glider rides? I've never heard of them.
I have no idea.
The answer would be no.
I guess not.
I don't know what glider rides are either. Maybe over the Rock River.
I'll ask him. Yeah.
Is glider like that they took you up in a kite or something over the Rock River?
I have no idea.
In a kite?
I think I would have remembered something like that.
Yeah, probably.
On the back of a boat.
Oh, no.
Dan's an old guy. Come on.
He wouldn't do that.
Hey.
No, wait a minute. Quit calling people old.
Yeah. He's not quite your age yet, so.
So he makes it even worse.
He's only like 3 or 4. He's
but not as old as you.
We do have in the area, we have not only the Chicago Rockford International Airport, but we also have the Poplar Grove Airport. The Poplar Grove Airport is another place where you can go and you can find someone who will take you up in a small plane. You can find a pilot there who, for probably a fairly nominal fee, will take you for a plane ride in a small plane, which my understanding is, just understand if you go up in a plane, in a small personal plane, it rides nothing like the big commercial jets. It's a completely different ride.
I've been in one of those little twin engine small planes. I've been in one.
You kind of feel like you're in a tin can.
Yeah.
Or
but it is cool.
Roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster ride, whereas a commercial jet is a little more smooth normally. So anyway, just to throw that out there, if that's something that you're thinking about doing. The golf play day. We're in July now, Joann.
Yes, and we need golfers. Come on, come out and golf. It's been kind of slow with people signing up. I don't know if they're waiting to make sure the weather is good, but we need golfers.
I think that
should be a fun day.
Part of the deal is kind of, okay, how's the weather going to be that day? And Tom and I fully intend to sign up, but we haven't signed up yet ourselves. So
yeah.
So see, yeah, I think we need we haven't reached the goal yet of what. Where is the paper? Here's the paper. No, that's something else. Never mind. It looked like the paper.
Let's see.
But we haven't reached the goal of golfers yet. I don't know. So sign up.
There's
please.
Still time to sign up, and there's a couple other golf outings that we were promoting in August, but there's one August 20th for Circle of Change. There's one August 22nd for Gigi's Playhouse. They always do a fun one at Rockford Country Club, the No Bull golf outing. So there's other ones coming up too, but the next one on our itinerary anyway is July 25th to support PAWS. And this year it's at Silver Ridge. No.
Yes.
So
do I need to look for the
Silver Ridge down in Oregon, right?
It's either Oregon or Mount Morris. Maybe it is Oregon.
I think it's Oregon.
But there's one that goes. It's in Mount Morris. It's something similar to that. I forgot what they called it, but anyway. Yeah,
Is it,
I believe
is it
you're right.
Timber Ridge or Silver Ridge?
No, Timber Ridge is the one we're going to. That's the one in Poplar Grove.
It's in Poplar Grove.
Yeah, just outside of Poplar Grove,
Timber
down
Point
Woodstock
Golf
Road.
Club.
Timber Point.
Timber Point. Okay.
Poplar Grove.
So that's okay. Good. All right. There we go. So
Sorry,
Timber
my
Point
bad.
in Poplar
Timber
Grove.
Point.
That's where we're going to be supporting PAWS this year at the golf outing on July 25th. Awesome. All right. And I didn't share any vacation photos on the show from our trip to Cancun. Apparently that's annoying. Did you know that? According to a new survey, an overwhelming majority, 73%, are annoyed when they see other people's vacation photos on social media.
But you could just bypass them.
Right? The poll also
but the annoying
77% say they post vacation pictures of themselves anyway.
Well, okay, but the annoying part is, well, this is Uncle Charlie, that's Aunt Betsy, that's so. Nobody wants to see your family. Show me the scenery. These are the mountains we were overlooking. Those are okay. This is the sands of the beach. This is the pool we were at. This is the restaurant. Look at it, how beautiful it is. Those are okay, but nobody wants to see Uncle Charlie and Aunt Millie.
But, it's called scrolling. You just scroll by those pictures.
That's
if you want to see Greg I don't know, I just saw a party of Greg that someone posted. Must have been the after party. Where was Jody Beach post some pictures?
Oh, she posted a bunch of pictures. Yes.
Yeah, and I went through them because she tagged Greg in them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're interested, you look at them. If you're not, you just scroll on by. So it shouldn't be that annoying.
That's good advice.
Oh,
right
I
there.
have a big announcement.
We have a big announcement. What's your big announcement?
That your family already knows.
Oh.
I'm adopting a puppy today.
You're adopting a puppy today.
Yes.
Got room for a puppy?
Yes, I'm adopting a puppy today.
Jorge needs another playmate, right?
Yes. So that's my big
Jorge?
announcement. His name is Mitch, and you probably saw him on
I remember Mitch.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's going to become a Stewart.
Because I said, who names a dog Mitch? I remember that.
He comes to his name though.
Yeah.
So,
That's
but
right.
that's
Hey,
my
Jeff.
big announcement.
Come on, Jeff. Come on.
Jeff.
Come on. Mike, it's dinner time.
We've had a Greg.
All right. Last couple bit of randoms. Just patting myself on the back for having a birthday yesterday. Another study found babies born in the summer grow up to be healthier adults. I'm happy about that. Verizon
Maybe just to get outdoors more.
I don't know.
Right away.
Verizon and AT&T, they've been raising prices on their old plans in an effort to push their subscribers into new unlimited data plans. T-Mobile has not increased their prices, and they've been quick to point that out with their advertising. If you have been keeping point of that lately, pretty bad timing for AT&T and Verizon to raise rates when everyone's kind of hurting with higher gas prices and everything else. But they really do want people to be in their unlimited data plans, and that's apparently where their profit margin is better. And excited about this, and you can expect that we'll probably share some of these on the show when they come out. NASA is set to reveal their deepest image ever taken of the universe. They say July 12th, they'll be releasing this image as a part of a collection of high-res color images from the James Webb Space Telescope. What are we going to see July 12th, and why are they waiting till then? I don't know. We're 10 days away from NASA's big release of the deepest image ever taken of the universe. I'm intrigued. All right. Well, we've got a couple minutes. Do we want to take a tour this week, Joann, or how are things at PAWS?
Things are quiet at PAWS.
Things are a little bit quiet right now. So maybe it's a good day to go wander around and see what's going on.
No barking dogs today.
PAWS.
Here's salt and pepper.
Oh.
I I have been lax in sending you Pets of the Week pictures. I'm sorry.
Well, we've had a weird few weeks here, so
Yeah, I guess that was it. Oh, this is a girl black, a fluffy. You got to move a little bit. I can't see you very good. What's her name? I can't read her name. Beautiful cat. And there's some kittens.
Oh.
I gravitate to the black cats. This is Delilah, who is playing with something. Hi, Delilah. And Delilah has a kitten.
Named Samson?
No. They said they said my owners allowed me to get pregnant and didn't want me anymore. I had my babies at a PAWS foster home and now looking for a forever home. So there's a couple of kittens in here with Delilah. Now Delilah's kind of long-haired, but the kittens don't look long-haired. The bed is kind of taking over the cage, so it's hard to see them. And here's another. This one is Sassy. Sassy Pants. Oh, this is, I don't know if you remember, this is Cheyenne. She was abandoned in a carrier at PAWS. It was kind of a sad story. Luckily, one of our volunteers found her, I should say. I think she's 8 or 9. Patches? The kitten? I don't know. Yeah, this is her kitten. She doesn't look like her mama, though. So we're a full house here. We've got a lot of cats. They're waiting for the toy to work. So
chilling out in the community room.
And the cats seem busy today. They're not all sleeping like some days when we come around. This beautiful cat, Gabe. There's Gabe. I don't know if we had Gabe in as our pet of the week too. So that's
nice.
We have cages all over the place. So.
Nice little walk around PAWS Humane Society, which again over by the Cherryvale Mall. If you ever have questions for them, call 815-299-PAWS, 815-299-7297. Visit the awesome website, pawshs.org, and sign up for the Golf Play Day coming up July 25. All right. Why do you say we do our big number of the week this week? You ready for that?
Sounds good.
Our big number of the week this week is 1 billion with a B, but a billion. And the answer this week is hot dogs or housing. At last check, which is almost a month ago now, our score was 2-5. Joann with a commanding 3-point lead and the race to 10.
That's right.
For our free breakfast.
Maybe after Hello Dolly, we can celebrate. We should celebrate Greg's birthday and Tom's win, and
there we go. Let's get that done here soon. All right. So 1 billion hot dogs or housing. We need an answer. Give it to me, please. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hot dogs.
Housing.
Oh, you're going in different directions again, aren't you?
I figured hot dog was the obvious answer. I'm going housing.
You thought hot dog was the obvious answer. You know, Tom, you seem to do that a lot. I'm not sure.
I do. Maybe that's why I'm losing 5-2.
Maybe. The hot dog industry is pretty excited that people are gathering again at fairs and at baseball games and family picnics again. So the hot dogs are starting to sell. Guess how many hot dogs in a normal year Americans eat in the month of July alone?
1 billion.
I'm going to go 1 billion.
It is 1 billion. That's right.
Yay!
Joann,
I figured as much.
Joann takes an even more commanding 6-2 lead over Tom in our race to 10.
And I got points for those 2 weeks you were gone.
Well, I didn't put those down. 1.8 million people were working in the real estate industry last month, the greatest number ever on record in housing, of course, in real estate. And in Keller Williams alone, I think we're up to almost 200,000 agents. It's like 178 or 180,000 agents worldwide are affiliated with Keller Williams Realty. So 1.8 million total people in the real estate industry as of last month. There's a lot of people working in real estate. Go figure. I'm not alone. But if you want a buyer specialist in the Stateline area, guy right here. All right. Anyway, that's gonna wrap things up for this week. Any final thoughts?
Oh
no, I guess not. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
We're still trying to figure out why Greg was pointing at himself.
This guy.
What has 2 thumbs and sells real estate? This guy.
Hey, he helped me sell my property. I can't go wrong with Greg.
Satisfied client right there. Check out Rockford Buzz. Check out GoRockford.com. There's a whole lot going on this weekend, and of course the 4th of July. Remember, you change the world when you help one person, so be a blessing to someone this week. We'll do the same. Meet you back here next week for another Saturday morning Stateline show. Later, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you next week. Happy 4th.